Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Seething Boomers, episode 22.
Why do I hear echo? I'm going crazy right now. I feel autistic.
I don't know. Why are you hearing an echo? I almost said a naughty word.
Oh man, see that? What's going on here, guys? What's going on here?
What's going on? What's going on here? What's going on?
Is it really episode 22? I don't think it's episode 22. Nah, it's not episode 22.
I'm not gonna record it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna record it.
That's an inside joke. Quentin Tarantino with his coffee outside in the cold winter weather. People harassing him. You're not gonna do it, man. You're not gonna do it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Ladies and
The
gentlemen,
slurp very loudly burns his tongue.
for episode 22, I'd like to say, please like and subscribe. Support the channel with your clicking. Much appreciated. This is the 22nd weekly. I think we did 2 in 1 week one time, so this is like week 21. But it's going by kind of fast and at the same time kind of slow. Time kind of just moves along. Doesn't give a flying F who it catches.
It's just... Yeah, we're just going along right now. We're just trunking along.
So I thought we'd change up the pace, kind of chill out. This is gonna be a chill episode. We're just gonna kind of hang out and talk about random stuff that's been going on. I'm not gonna really pull up any articles. In fact, I'll close this right now. You'll see the nice background. So it's
a terrible episode.
We're just gonna soothe the ears of the audience with our ASMR. That's what we're gonna do.
Good Lord. So what's been happening in the industry so far?
We don't even have to go into that. We just, what's been going on with you?
Everything's been terrible.
Elaborate. You want to
I
elaborate?
look outside. I don't even want to elaborate. I don't even want to get us
terrible.
banned.
Doesn't elaborate further.
We don't want to get us banned, guys. That's it.
We're not gonna get banned, dude. Just don't say anything adult-like. Don't talk like an adult. Talk like a weird online person who can't say what he wants to say. That's all you gotta do.
Lord.
Simple. So simple.
Guys, please follow my sponsor. Don't forget to use your Amazon Twitch Prime, guys.
Sign up now for betterhealth.com. Get a free 200-month subscription to betterhealth.com. Because the key to getting better mental health is to stay subscribed to our platform for as long as possible.
Oh. No, what else? What I was gonna say? No, I'm just.
You're lacking the energy. You have the energy that I had in the last episode right now. You gotta have some.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on right now with this direction. I'm very lost.
There is no direction.
I'm trying to help steer the ship.
There's no ship.
We're just lost at sea.
We're on a raft right now.
We're on a raft.
There's no wind.
On a raft. Oh,
we didn't bring a newspaper with us. We're just here. There's nothing going on.
Oh God.
I mean, there's a lot of news going on, but yeah, just change things up. Just have a chat. I'm sure things will come up. I'm sure we'll think of something.
Something I can't think of anything right now. My mind is
fucking
blank.
shitty fucking co-host. You know that? What do you mean you can't think of anything?
Thinking about that guy, Dr. Disrespect, man. Now that you brought up Quentin Tarantino. Honestly,
Or I see this episode's getting demonetized and hidden already.
Hidden already.
That's where this episode's going.
Yo, I remember that guy's last stream. I remember when everybody was like, yo, you got swatted. And that last stream was very strange of his, you know. He got that little text message, his whole body language changed. And then, like, he said fuck under his breath. And then, like, it's almost as if there were people there in the room with him that were telling him to turn the stream off. You know, we don't know if that was the authorities
that
or
was
not.
the Twitch cops. They came in person.
The Twitch cops. They wrapped them up. You know, nobody really knows why. That shit is fucking speculation. And that's what makes it even more scary. You know, because now you have people who are apparently ex-Twitch employees and they're breaking NDA clauses after 3 years, and they're saying, "Hey, man, I've seen some fucking shit I wasn't supposed to talk about." It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Like people sitting in their chairs with their cameras pointed upwards, with a bunch of water and oil dripping down, and a bunch of hot tubs.
Yeah, and that's another issue about that, because somebody actually brought that up, which is a very good point. Like, okay, we're gonna hold this guy.
They want to be all high and mighty,
we're gonna hold this guy
responsible. Fucking degenerate platform in general.
Yeah, fuck them. They want to be like, yo, let's hold this guy responsible. Okay, if that's the case, then we need to demonetize and cancel all these females that choose to fucking walk around on Twitch half naked, because we already know a majority of their core audience are a bunch of fucking 13-year-old kids. Yep. And if anything, to me, that's a form of pedophilia. You know, because you're grooming these kids at this point. If we're going to use the word grooming,
video, you know, we need to be realistic. Getting hidden because you use that word. It's already.
So this episode is done.
What did I tell you about? What did I tell you about? We gotta be politically correct, little goons on this platform, dude.
What the fuck am I doing here?
What are we doing, T? The disrespect.
What are we doing?
You didn't let me say a word, T.
Disrespect.
Can't take the disrespect. Oh.
Oh.
You gotta say the island people, the people who go to an island, those kind of people.
Those people, the people that go to a fucking island. Jesus
island
Christ!
Folk.
What type of verbiage are we using right now?
You gotta be in the know for all those little stupid words we have to use. But yeah, go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I had to. You know, I had to step in and police you.
And police me. Yeah, look at this shit. You're getting a check. I wonder from who?
Bezos.
Those who should not be named.
It's Jeff Bezos. I signed an NDA, but I'm gonna say it's Bezos. Look, I'm gonna come outright saying it right now. I don't know what's going on. I heard a little bit of the drama. I don't know if it's accusations or if it's like actually stuff that happened. So, you know, I'm gonna be completely ignorant on this topic. And it's brand new, I guess.
Nah, cause
I just want to have that disclaimer. I remember when this shit first happened. I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck?
I'll say that much.
It was such a weird situation. Like I said, like I remember his last stream. Like when people were like, "Oh my God, the feds got him," and I was like, "What did they get him for?" You know, that's what I was more concerned about. You know me. I was like, "Did the Illuminati get him? What's going on here?" You know, like, you know, that's where my schizo brain was going.
Shadow Man got him.
The John McAfee Shadow Man. Oh, yeah. We can't even talk about the whacked coin. You know, I wonder where those addresses went. But no, they're alleging certain things. You know, I think it's fucking terrible. You know, but yeah, if that's the case, then Twitch needs to do a complete cleanup. You know, like even with these girls. You know, but like I understand the idea because they bring in the traffic, but yeah, this is the problem. This is a two-way street. You know,
it's a platform full of degenerates, and people are surprised there's like people being degenerates on
it. And this is another thing. Let's take a history lesson here. Wasn't Twitch TV originally Justin TV? I believe.
My father actually.
Yeah, and it was. To Justin TV? That's fucking crazy.
He was
That's
always
hilarious.
downloading weird phone apps, and he was like, "Look, Justin TV, look." And I was like, "What? It's Justin TV, look, free TV." Because I guess people were streaming shows and stuff back then.
Oh yes, yes, they were streaming anime and a couple of other things. I remember that.
I just ignored them. I was like, whatever. I'm not downloading shit.
Well, fucking shit, man. Yeah, it's Justin TV. I apologize. I had to take a drink there. But yeah, it's Justin TV. That was the beginning where people were streaming their little gaming setups, their daily lives, whatever.
Guys, I'm really depressed.
Then it became Twitch.
I'm really depressed today, guys. If you could just donate.
And then eventually Amazon bought up Twitch, and then from there it went bad. I'm really trying to understand, when did it really go bad for Twitch? Because I remember there was like a golden year period almost.
I mean, there's a golden age,
especially with all the events that were happening.
But all the
golden age, yes.
All the esports tournaments, I remember being really into those and stuff, like when it was first popping off.
Yeah, even for Dota, like I remember all the ITs and everything, like that was a big deal. The TIs.
International thus.
I'm sorry, the TIs. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, the international, the TIs and stuff for Dota, and I know they had a lot of those tournaments for League of Legends, like you said earlier, the fighting games. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember Twitch was a big thing for. I remember there was also a lot of poker tournaments that were also streamed.
Yeah, those people are all on Kick now.
Twitch at one point, I'm friend. They're all on Kick now? Wow, that's crazy.
Players, apparently, from what I understand.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's strange to see what Twitch has evolved into today with some of the lewd content that's presented by these content creators. It's almost blurring the lines of pornography.
I mean, yeah, like
it's unfortunate.
All these people on the platform, like they're like, I don't know if they're allowed to like say that they have other streams, like they go on those other sites where they actually do other type of content.
I think some of them do allude to it. You have to be in the know.
I don't think they say it specifically. Probably the chat is probably like putting it on blast, for sure.
Yeah. And yeah. You also highlighted another issue with like Twitch, the fact that so many people are quick to put these content creators, on a pedestal. Like I remember when it was just like teams, like Team Spooky, or like the organization for like the particular tournament. It wasn't just one person. Like the rise of the internet star. I'm not too sure when that became popular. Maybe I'm a boomer. That's way after me. I don't remember in college. Those internet stars. I could care less. I'm trying to understand when the reality star became the internet star. When did that transition happen? Because they're trying to use the gamers as that medium. A lot of these internet stars are gamers. They're like nerds indirectly, but they're also in tune with all the different cultures, So it's very interesting, So it's dangerous that we give these individuals, yeah, because we're giving them like power indirectly. I mean, look what happened with Dr. Disrespect. Look at the power that he had with the amount of viewers that he had, and all the donations that he was receiving, the subscribers, everything else.
I just think that's what's happening. I mean, I guess
can like be dangerous. Is what I'm saying.
Degenerate stuff is where you start getting like into actual like legal, questionable behavior that these people are engaging in. And it's not just Twitch, but Twitch is like the main one where these people are just like just being out in the open about their odd behavior.
They're worshiping these characters because of the games that they play. You want to emulate their behavior. You start emulating their attitude and their opinions, and that's what's happening with a lot of these younger kids now. So yeah, I mean, look how these kids, how influential Logan Paul is to them.
I'm so out of the loop. Is that what's been going on with the
Zoomers? I mean, yeah, like that's why I'm bringing it up. It's very interesting how like like the rap stars do have the power now, but for like the kids that are young, that they're like, yo, I want to be a streamer. Like I want to be able to get paid playing video games and streaming my life.
I want to be like
that's their
I want
incentive
to be
now.
like Asmongold
Very interesting.
fighting off roaches while I play Warcraft.
Like Asmongold. Yeah, but he gets 2 million views. What the hell's going on here? And this guy's fighting roaches on stream. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? 2 million views. What the fuck?
It's kind of, you gotta kind of respect it that he's a millionaire and he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay in the same house. I'm not gonna waste my money on dumb shit. So I kind of respect that aspect of it. But yeah, clean the fucking house, dude. At least do that much. At least clean the house that you're in.
Why would he clean that house?
He has like videos of him like cooking and shit, and people are just like, this kitchen is so disgusting. He doesn't even wash the pans before he starts cooking. He's just he's seasoning his food with whatever he cooked last on there.
No, that's terrible. That's what I'm saying. And they say white people don't have culture. Come on, man. They tell white people don't have culture. Look what the sick motherfuckers doing.
Oh god. Did you hear
you
hear about that 2XKO alpha apparently?
That got
They're
released?
going to release it in like August.
Listen, man, I'm like you're telling me you're out of the loop with the drama. I'm out of the loop with the fighting games. Like, let me tell you something about this company. The Cannon brothers had every opportunity to reach out to the initial community that made them. They could have reached out to the Marvel community. They could have been like, guys, listen, this is the project that we're working on right now. We know it's not Marvel, but we promise you that we will support you guys. The game will play very, very similar to Marvel. Our roots are Marvel. Okay, we want you guys to support this game. You know, they could have reached out to the ambassadors. They could have even gave them the beta copies, and they could have had like a small testing.
How do you know that's not what they did already?
I mean, trust me, we know because
okay.
It's not a secret. You know, like who got the copies, and who
League of Legends
testing,
pros.
like that, and there were certain people within the FGC that did get copies, and they were forced to sign an NDA, to my understanding, and they weren't able to talk about it. But that's why those statements were made during Evolution when that particular version was shown off. And I remember Justin Wong saying, "There's touch of depths in this version. I'm surprised no one found them." You know, so that was almost as him giving the wink, wink. You know, but he wasn't the only one that was saying it. You know, the Cannon brothers. But that's besides the point. Like I said, yeah, they could have reached out to certain people. They could have gave them the beta. They could have been testing this shit. It's similar to what another company's doing right now that I'm not going to name because I'm not going to name their project. Shouts out to them. They're doing a wonderful job. You know, but yeah, you know, there's people that could have been working on that right now.
So the thing that bugs me about it is that the whole like giving it to these esports players, it's sort of a conflict of interest because in their eyes,
because you're giving it to the top players,
it to players who all they really care about is performing well at a tournament,
the money,
or like being able to stream the game. Like they're probably not too focused on trying to make a good product that's going to be enjoyable for a large portion of people. And that's not to say like, oh, they're going to make the game, you know, super hard or this and that. It's like, no, just they're more focused on maybe where they can guide the game in a way that's more aligned with their abilities and their mindset, let's say.
And that's why
and that's the feedback they're going to give.
Feedback they're gonna give, yeah. That's why Capcom would always host those game testing tournaments where they would get like a bunch of top players, and they'll have them fill out a survey, and they'll take in consideration of what everybody's saying and then like adjust to that, but they'll also have the matches recorded, so they're paying attention. They're looking at how the players are engaging, of what's broken, what they have to adjust, everything else. Like the Americans don't do that. Like the Americans do have the incentives where it's the marketing aspect. They know eventually they're going to be selling the arcade sticks, the special buttons, the special lever that says like, because that's the marketing aspect now. Now the tournaments is a business. You see it when people go to these tournaments. They're buying the game. They're buying the game passes and the spectator pass. Because there's certain places that they won't be able to get into. And you have to pay for it. So now you're in this giant venue and you're only stuck in one fucking room. But if you want to see all the other tournaments, you got to get the spectator pass. So now you're spending even more money. Then you have the food on top of that. The hotels, everything else. It's big business now. You can go to the
supermarket. This is why you can buy a 4-pack of soda crackers and feed you.
And soda crackers.
You don't gotta buy food.
Yeah, but that's I always try to explain that to people. But people get caught up in the idea of the festivity. I gotta enjoy myself. Yo, you're there for a tournament. You're there to win. Go to your local grocery, buy $4 of ham, $4 of cheese. Get some white bread, make some ham and cheese sandwiches, put that in your backpack, and you go out there and you win that fucking tournament. It's that simple.
Or better,
why
yet,
are you spending money?
your body will be like, yo, we have to win.
Have your body feel that
we
hunger.
have to win. I'm hungry.
Don't win. Yeah. I'm hungry. Yeah. That's real hunger. That's real hunger. Yeah, you don't even eat. You go into the tournament just like feeling homeless.
Gotta dilate. You gotta start seeing Shadow Man in the corner of your eyes so you can play at the top of your game.
If I don't win this tournament, we're not sleeping tonight. We're gonna have nowhere to sleep. We're not gonna have a warm bed. We have to win this tournament.
I made no plans. Shit.
Yo. Oh man, but that's the drive, But that's what people get caught up in, unfortunately. When they go to these events, they forget that they're there to play a game.
I mean,
get caught up in everything else. They're giving you these free goodies, blah blah blah.
I wouldn't mind that too much, Personally speaking, I don't really see. I don't
it's a
see
good
a problem
aspect.
With it,
But as a player, it's just like don't get caught up. You're there to win.
As a competitor,
you're there to win. Yeah, as a competitor. So yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's the players versus the competitors. If you're a player, then maybe you're there to enjoy yourself, But as a competitive, nah, man, go get them ham and cheese sandwiches. You there to give out knuckle sandwiches. You there to win.
Oh God, my leg. Sorry, my leg just.
No, you're fine.
I'm not fine. My leg hurts.
Wow, we went completely left field, but back to 2XKO. Like I am confident in the project. I've said that before. They do have some people who are very knowledgeable. I know not combo fee. I know what is it? Oh Jesus Christ, it's mine. My mind. I'm losing it. His name. What is his name? Clockwork is there. I apologize. And Clockwork was also the battle director for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And they've also reached out to a couple of other Marvel players, to my understanding. Some old school Marvel 2 players. I forgot who. They didn't say who it was though, but some people allude to it. But yeah, so they are trying to make a game that has that old arcade feel. But I think it's just a shoe-in for the property. That's it. They were able to gain access to the property.
So I've been saying for that game when I watch the videos, I'm like, these combos are like really long. They're too long. Like, this is not looking good. They released that combo video and I'm just like, what are you doing? So it's interesting because the most recent video they released, I guess, that announces their alpha test, they mentioned that they're toning down the combo length.
Why?
Because people were, I guess, complaining, or saying that like this seems a little off.
See, when people got fucked up is that it's not that we want longer combos. We want combos that are able to get the kill, ideally. And Marvel 2, the combos are very short. People
You're gonna have to
tend to
you're gonna have to
forget that.
explain that at least a little bit, because people are gonna be like, no, this guy's lying.
Well, the issue is that they're used to seeing Magneto go into the ROM infinite. And yes, if you're able to keep the rhythm, the combo can keep going. But if you don't have that dexterity, the combo is going to drop. That's just the reality of it. So the combos are very short in the game. You go into your launcher, do your air combo, and you drop the character back down. You can go for a mix-up, but that's if your character has the ability to go for it, or if you even know the setup to do it, while you call out your assist.
Stuff like
So that's
Magneto, Iron Man, Sentinel, that's like the exception to the norm in that game.
Yeah, and then you have like Storm and Cable with the semi-infinites, when you need meter and so forth.
And Sentinel just hurts like crazy, and that's why he kills you.
Yeah, he destroys the whole entire cast. That's the problem. So that's why people look at the game as broken. When in reality, even in the low tier setting, when you do those low tier combinations, when you're using like Sabretooth, Ryu, and all this other weird shit, like those teams are broken as hell. Yeah, like those teams are broken as hell. Like people don't understand that because they never played that side of the game. They were only used to seeing the high tier side. So I'm hoping that the guys from 2XKO are taking note of that, especially now that we've been pushing more ratio tournaments or low tier style tournaments, to show off the other cast of characters, But other than that, I think they're going to be in trouble, especially now that Marvel's Marvel vs. Capcom fighting game collection got announced.
I don't think they're going to be in trouble.
There's been a lot of. I think they're going to be in trouble. I'm going to be honest with you, because
their game isn't even coming out for like 2 years probably. Like by the time it comes out, people are going to be like, that game's out. Like, what? I thought it was already out, because they've fucking just been teasing this shit for like years already. Like,
yeah, and that's what I mean. And by then, for all we know,
like, these companies keep doing this. Like, they tease their games out for like way too long. Like, Capcom did it. Like, as much as I shit on Capcom, they did it perfectly with Dragon's Dogma, I think, where it was like what, like 8 months before, something like that. They teased it.
Like that, yeah.
They teased it like maybe a year out. Like they teased it, and then like 5 or 6 months later, they showed a trailer, and then like after that, like it was only a couple months and it was out. I don't know the exact timelines, but I know it was short. Like compared to the other companies, where they tease, they show a teaser or like a fake gameplay thing that they set up, where it's like a very scripted environment. They'll like show that off. Oh, here, look at this cool trailer, this and that. Oh, don't you want to play it? And then they'll have it like it's not even going to be out for like 2-3 years or whatever, and then they delay the game or whatever the hell. Like it's a whole mess. Like the 2XKO guys, like they've been showing this game off for so long. By the time it comes out, people are gonna forget that it had a release date.
I mean, we don't even know what's actually even going on with the funding.
Well, it's Riot, so
maybe that's another issue.
Chinese owned.
How much? I mean, ooh,
that's Tencent.
So is this going to be like one of those free-to-play games, and you just buy every character every now and then?
That'd be my guess, but maybe they go the player skins route or something like that. But it's funny. It's funny. I just had this thought: like, if the game comes out and it does really well, I won't be surprised. But also, if the game comes out and it flops and it dies in like 6 months, I won't be surprised. That's where I am right now with this game. Like, it could go either way. I'm like, yeah, I figured that would happen because, people not really that invested in it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But if it does well, good on them. Good job.
I mean, listen, man. That game is going to get overshadowed with the announcement of a new Marvel game. And it's looming in the horizon. This is why I keep saying it. They keep.
Here's the thing.
They're rumoring it.
Here's the thing. I want to believe for the Marvel players' sake. You know, they get something good out. Infinite, horrible game. Street Fighter 6. You already know how I feel about Street Fighter 6. And then you got
It's a good game.
Marvel 3, which was like quote unquote the last good one. Kind of dumb. Kind of a dumb game.
You ain't like that?
What was that?
You ain't like that one, man? It was decent for what it was.
Fun
even
at
though it
first,
felt like
but then you hit the guy ABC, and then that guy doesn't get to play again, and it's like for that game it is the norm where everyone has like these super long combos. You do the DHC glitch, you do the combo into another combo, but the combo doesn't combo, but he got the combo into the other combo. You understand what I'm saying?
man, what the fuck you talking about? He cursed out Henry Sen. What you talking about, man? You know what you just said.
Getting blown up
What
in New York City.
combos with?
I can't say the first word of that.
Yeah. Oh man, shouts out to Henry Sen, the guy.
The greatest.
But yeah, man, I don't think any of these companies have a real direction in terms of what to create with fighting game mechanics today. And what I mean by that is that they were so primitive in Street Fighter 2 that it was almost perfect. Like that bare bones style was perfect in every way. It was easy to play but hard to master. These games now, you figure it out in 5 minutes, you know? Unless you're really that retarded.
I wouldn't say that.
You know?
I wouldn't say that. I think these games are definitely more complicated up front, but it's like the reverse of Street Fighter 2, where as you get better, I guess it becomes easier in a sense, maybe in like a strategic sense. But like as far as like,
because a lot of it becomes
there's a lot of
play.
systems and there's a lot of frame data math that you gotta know. There's a lot of little knowledge checks and stuff like that where, you know, Street Fighter 2 there's a lot of stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you can like lab those matchups really well. You can get a lot out of that.
It's just unfortunate that I feel far more competitive engagement in the older games than I do with the newer games. Not to say that it's not there. I did have my enjoyment with Street Fighter 6. It was beautiful, you know. Eventually, I will go back and see how are the Bison players and the Ed players and the Akuma, everybody else, you know. But for now, you know, I'll stick with the older games, I think. Like, the game doesn't feel complete to me. And mind you, they buffed my character right now. You know, they made my character even stronger. They made my own even better.
Does she do like, even more damage when she grabs you now?
Yeah, even more damage and like a lot of her other moves combos now. So some of the stuff that I couldn't combo before, I can combo now. So it's even more hilarious that I've been practicing those setups.
You're making me roll my eyes.
So it's just... Yeah. Yeah, so it's just like, wow, I knew they were...
I was like, okay, you lost me.
Yeah, I already knew they were eventually going to allow her to do some of those movements. You know, it just made sense to me. I don't know why she couldn't do it from the beginning. You know, I guess they didn't want her to be too broken.
They probably like stopped some things when they released the game. They were like, let's turn this stuff off for now. See how it goes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was like when the beta came out, like all these characters had like a bunch of stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like a lot of it got removed. Like Kimberly, for example. A
lot of people said that Kimberly was the best character. A lot of people felt.
You forget she's in that game because no one ever picks her. Forget she's even there.
It destroyed her.
I heard they buffed the.
And destroyed her.
They buffed the Lily or whatever. What the fuck her name is? Fake T-Hawk.
Yeah, she's a lot stronger now. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. These fighting games are not really appealing to me right now. Like, I'd love to see a game that's like more basic in a sense, but like more open. So that openness will lead to like complexity. That's what I want. Like these games now, they're very rigid. Like I hit you with my thing, and then you don't get to play the game for whatever amount of time. It's like, okay, great. And then I make you guess. Oh wow, interesting. Like I'm really bored of that kind of cycle of game.
Well, that's how I feel about first-person shooters now. That's why I only play my Modern Warfare 2, the old one.
You don't play any new
No,
third-person shooters?
Nah.
None at all?
You gotta understand, and I've always tried to explain this to people. I don't think people understand the point I was trying to conceive at the time
now
period.
All these new viewers aren't going to understand now either. So go ahead.
You're not gonna understand me either. Yeah. So there was a standard created when Doom, Return to Wolfenstein, even Duke Nukem, like when those original games came out, like they followed a specific standard.
Is that 007
for first person shooters? Actually, well that's where that game comes from. That this is what people tend to forget. Like that. Well, I forgot his name. Was it John Carmack? I believe. I already forgot the guy's name. But like, yeah, like those dudes. Yeah, like those dudes that started like Doom and Return to Wolfenstein and everything else. You know, like they're responsible for all the other first-person shooters because the idea is the replayability. The fact that I'm able to hop in, all my other friends, and we could just go team deathmatch. That's it. Very straight.
Even the word team deathmatch gives me nostalgia. Just the word.
Because that doesn't exist anymore now.
You gave me nostalgia.
You know, like that doesn't exist. Like when you think like you please understand this. Like we had Doom, and obviously it went to like you said it like to GoldenEye. What was it? What was the other one? Perfect Dark. What was it? Turok was another big first-person shooter at that time period. You know, and then eventually, you know, we got Half-Life, which was a very, very big deal. But they were still following the core elements of what Doom and Wolfenstein established. And you saw when they kept up with their competitive aspect, they created Quake. You know, and Quake was a big fucking deal. You know, everybody went crazy for Quake. You know? And then I believe around Quake, from Quake we got like Tribes Ascension.
Oh yeah, that was
and there was a couple of other
had a big cult following.
That was a big deal. Yeah, Yipes played Tribes Ascension. I didn't even know that. He was a very big player in Tribes Ascension. Like he was actually one of the top players. Like he was top. He was in the magazine and everything. And mind you, this guy played Marvel 2 also. It's even more hilarious. He started with first-person shooters first.
He's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Pressing his buttons.
This shit is funny. Yeah. And I remember watching an interview with him, and he mentioned that there was a player at this time period, and like this precedes me. Like this was like this guy was like the Michael Jordan of first-person shooters at that time period. Like he was the best in all of them. Like in the gaming industry, they know who he is, but I don't remember his fucking name. But like they all said he was like the Michael, like he was the best. And I think he ended up working with some company. Like I'm not too sure, you know. But like, he understood. Like, and it's because these games have that replayability. They have that similar bloodline. If I played the old games, I could definitely play this game. This still has that core fundamentals. If I could play Street Fighter 2, I could play any other fighting game. Why? Because I'm following the core fundamentals. I may not know the mechanics of the game just yet. You know, in terms of like the boosters or my slime mechanic, you know, a la Street Fighter 6. You know,
I
but
see where you're
eventually
going. I
I
see
will
where you're
learn.
going with this is because now these developers specifically try to make sure that kind of
They're
player
all just copying each
kind
other.
of player can't succeed in their environment, or at least make it very hard
Yeah.
for them to succeed or to shine way
Not,
above everyone else.
not only that, but now there is no real diversity
Uh-oh.
in the first
Magic
person
word.
shooter market. No, but it's the truth. You know, they all play exactly the same. They all start copying each other. And we saw that eventually when Halo came out. You know, Halo became the standard for first person shooters. Every game wanted to be Halo. Look what happened to Killzone. You know, look what happened to what was it, Haze? There was a whole bunch of games that wanted to be like
Gears of
Halo.
War, the first
You know,
Gears
that
of
whole
War was hilarious.
that game was ahead of its time in terms of what they established with the over-the-shoulder
Did
gameplay
you know about
style, because they
did
revolutionized
you know about the glitches people were doing?
in the beginning
Yeah.
of that game. I'm gonna be honest with you, I vaguely because I remember that game was big online.
Yeah.
1 and 2, oh
There were
my
people
god.
like they would do like the strafing sprint or something. What like not like a strafe. Sorry, there was like a weird sprinting mechanic you could do, and people figured out how to do them up walls. So you had people running up
Oh
the
shit.
walls and like just doing like really weird fucking shit online. It was hilarious, dude.
But you see mechanics like that, like I'm pretty sure you had to be skilled to figure some shit out like that, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it was. I
That's
never
some
did. I don't
very
think it was easy to do. I don't know.
that that's a very Marvel 2 style mechanic, you know?
Is it a bug or is it a
But
feature? You know, like back then, stuff like that, it would get
yeah, it
patched
becomes
out
like one of those
like the
things,
next
yeah.
day. But for that game, I don't think they ever fixed it. I could be wrong.
They just left it. They were just like, nah, this is a lot more fun. Let's keep it. And it probably was.
People would be
you know?
bitching online. You shouldn't be able to do that. Some guy did that in a game and I died.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you mentioned Gears of War because that showed the evolution of first-person shooters, third-person shooters, you know, or just online games in general. You know, especially with the trash talking community. You know, let's not forget that. You know, a lot of these communities were bubbling right now. You know, it's not like now where you play a game now, you can't even say anything. You know, the moment you open up on a mic, you might fuck around and get banned. You know?
Yeah, I love it so much. Report this guy. He used his mic and I don't like him. But it's funny you bring up the Quake thing because I might be wrong on this, but I believe Guns was built on the Quake engine. I might be.
Guns was built on the Quake engine? I'm not surprised.
I might be completely wrong. I'll look it up just to see how wrong I am.
A lot of those, because to my understanding, I believe Doom was like an open license, like anybody can mod Doom, and that's why you had all those different Doom mods. And they did something similar with Quake, and that's why you had people making like different Quake mods also, because they wanted people to.
Sorry, it was people were comparing it to Quake. I guess that's what it was.
Oh, they were
like
comparing it to Quake.
Stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's cute.
But yeah, sorry.
But it showed that they wanted to at least mimic that competitive feel.
No,
that
actually,
movement, that ability
all of that
to
stuff in Guns was a bug. They were all like, it was all a bug. All of it, all the crazy moves you could do. Those are all cancels and weird properties that are getting carried over into other moves that are allowing you to carry over properties from the last move into the next move, and then you're canceling that stuff. It's like a whole can of worms in that game. It's very broken, but at the same time it's very balanced. Like you can't do really broken stuff, but you can do really cool stuff. But you can't do anything like that's gonna.
It goes back to your saying.
Insta kill somebody. Like you can't insta kill somebody in that game.
Is it broken or is it a mechanic?
Is it a bug or is it a feature? Yeah.
Yeah, is it a bug or a feature?
They made the mistake of trying to patch it out one day, and the whole community was set on fire, and they lost a lot of players that day. They lost a lot of players.
Ouch. Well, but not to get away too much from the subject.
There's no subject.
No, but in terms of like the first person shooters aspect, like what you see now is that a lot of them they're all following the Fortnite philosophy, unfortunately, where they're going with the loop, the PUBG style, the loop about aspect.
But
it's the king of the hill. Who's the last one surviving?
I don't look.
Which that game mode always existed.
But here's the thing, like
but now they're forcing it as the core feature. That's my issue. And team deathmatch is almost non-existent now.
But here's the thing, like I got no problem with those games existing, like Fortnite, the Apex, PUBG, like whatever. Like the problem is like there's no other games like Apex and PUBG and Fortnite are very comparable. Like they're not that different. Like they're different, but not that different. Like it would be for.
It was more of the focus.
Like I could take all three of those games and be like, which one do I think is better? And I'll just pick one instead of saying, well, actually, this game's really a lot different, so I'll play that one too. It's not the case. I'll form an opinion which one is better in that genre. No,
it's not to say that any of the games are better than
in my opinion,
one or the
in
other.
my opinion.
All games are fine, yeah. My issue is that as the genre started expanding, and they started adding more players. Like, don't forget, there was a game on the PS3 that they had a team deathmatch. It was like 136 players in one lobby. It was like, I think 86 versus 86. I don't even remember. I could be wrong. But yeah, somewhat similar like that. Yeah, but it was like, they had like these giant fucking lobbies. It was like for black. And I remember reading like old forum posts and people were saying like, yo, this was ahead of its time. And the fact that nobody else was brave enough to do something like this in a first person shooter is a shame.
What's it called? What's that other shooter called?
Which one? It's too many. That's what I'm saying. It's too many.
Like the other one that's like Call of Duty, the other one? What's it called?
Oh, you're talking about Battlefield.
Don't they have like a big multiplayer thing? Like
they have like teams? Something similar like that. Yeah, but not to that extent. I'll be honest. Like that was like at that time period. Those were like some pretty big lobbies. But that doesn't exist anymore. That's why I find myself playing the old Modern Warfare. I mean, it sucks because most of it is on dedicated servers. But like when we do get our ground war going, and it's a 12v12. It's pretty fun, it gets pretty hectic. But other than that, nah, man, I wish that they didn't make the whole King of the Hill the core aspect. Now, I guess it's the selling point because of what Fortnite was able to accomplish, because I don't think you'll be able to do like a team deathmatch in Fortnite. Like that would not be popular at all.
You can do it. You could do it in Overwatch also. Like just Overwatch is kind of team deathmatch, but they have like these map editors in Fortnite and in Overwatch and other games. Like you can make little rooms like that, but like trying to get someone to play that with you, very rare.
Yeah, it's very rare occasion. That's why the numbers right now are dying for Team Fortress 2, which is another masterpiece in my eyes. That game was perfect in every way. I mean, I know some people have their complaints about it, and there are some flaws to it, but in terms of design, gameplay, replayability, what they were able to accomplish, that's just a masterpiece. Like the granddaddy of one of the first-person shooters. That, Modern Warfare 2,
the
Half-Life.
objective shooter, too.
Yeah, the objectives, yeah, Yeah, and it's funny because I'm actually laughing that we're talking about first-person shooters now. Have you ever played Mirror's Edge?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
Like it's strange to me that graphically speaking, like games now have trouble keeping up, at least with that game on a graphic perspective.
Good aesthetics are gonna beat out any graphics. Like, you seen that game recently that it's like the most realistic shooter ever made, and it's like they got all these like crazy, like probably like 40 materials on everything that make the lighting look correct.
Dog shit.
And it's like, wow, game looks really generic. What is it? It's a body
It's
cam
strange to me.
FPS game.
Strange to me that games have gone so far graphically and they all look the same. Like they haven't come up with anything revolutionary gameplay wise.
Look at the graphics, dude. Look at the graphics.
Yeah, it's all about the graphics. That's it. It's all about the graphics.
Rude.
Who gives a flying fuck?
And for those who don't know, this isn't a VR game. This is like actual
The first person
like
shooter.
the guy's playing it without a VR headset, so I guess that's a giveaway. But yeah, look how realistic it is, dude. Wow. Oh my god. The graphics.
Follow my
Look at the
drone.
graphics. Wow. It's like, who cares? Who cares about graphics? Aesthetics are going to be way better than graphics. Like people, they had people fooled thinking this was like actual like body cam footage when they released the trailers and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, props to them for making this look how it does. But as a consumer, I really don't care. You know?
Yeah, I didn't care less.
But yeah, what were you going on about? I interrupted you.
Graphics suck. No,
Yeah, graphics suck. We do have this image.
No, that's it.
Remember this from last week?
What is this right here? Dedicated server error. Wacky gamer just wants to have fun and not focus on being pro
So
or hardcore.
this is essentially gaming motivations. Like what motivations bring these players to play a game and to play certain modes inside the game. So like in this era
much.
back in the Quake, Half-Life, etc. whatever, like it was just you'd see a server list, you'd join that server, and that server would have its own set of rules for how the game is played. So the first guy is like, he's wacky, he's troll face, whatever. He just wants to have fun. He plays on the clown maps. He's happy, right? It says at the end, happy gamer.
Yeah.
Then the stoner zone just wants to replay what they know, zone out for 6 hours and relax. Plays the same map.
I feel attacked.
He plays the same map 24/7. He's happy. Then there's the hardcore gamer.
No, he plays Dustfield. He plays 2-4 24/7. Happy gamer. I feel attacked. Holy shit. Who the fuck made this?
Then there's hardcore gamer, wants to get better, wants people to contribute and follow rules of competition, finds a server that allows trash talk and punishes being bad. He's a happy gamer. And then there's normal gamer on the right here, which is like essentially everyone when they start out. Wants to play the game they heard so much about, and then he plays a mix of things, eventually finds their server, aka one of the three previous ones. And the point of this meme is down here where you go modern matchmaking, Quake era, Q era, sorry, and you got the Overwatch symbol, and you got the mass matchmaking algorithm dot bubble thing, and then all these guys get converted. What the fuck? I paid $50 for this game. I can play however I want. He's reported. It's just like a game, man. I like being Hanzo. Reported. This guy's toxic because he wants to be he wants to be hardcore. I can't believe how bad you all are. Reported. And then the normal gamer goes, it's a good game mechanically, but all the players are so toxic and unhappy for no reason all the time. Why do the devs take so long to respond to all my reports?
Oh shit.
So it all ties in at the end, which is funny. So
because that's the issue. We and that's one thing I did want to bring up, but I didn't want to touch up too much on it. Like there was a toxic era in Modern Warfare 2. Like I remember those lobbies. Like it's interesting. Like you gotta look up this fucking video, man. I'm gonna look it up for you.
Well, while you look that up.
Yeah, like they were talking about. Oh, look, I'm this is a lobby rant from these fucking kids. They were just going crazy.
I don't see it.
And like
I don't see
something.
It. Where is it?
No. No, give me a second. I'm trying to set up the premise. I don't want to give just a bunch of dead scream and they're just like, what these idiots are talking about? Where's the video? Like, there's these guys like this. You gotta understand, this type of lobby would never exist today. It cannot exist today. It will be way too problematic. I posted it up for you in the TSB. Way too problematic.
All right, let's see. I don't hear anything.
Is this the one? This should be the one.
An arcade game.
This video's.
You don't hear anything?
I'm just sitting here drinking right now. I got
Oh
to
my
say
God.
what the fuck I want to say. What the fuck? I'm supposed to be quiet like
All
you
right,
little
are there any
bitch.
gamer words in this?
Oh, I gave you the wrong one. I apologize, guys. I am terrible.
I'm scared
This is what happens when you're trying to
I'm
do
scared
things.
to play these though, because I don't want any gamer words popping up and our video gets hidden again like the others.
No, no, it's fine. Just put the ride shield argument. It's fine. It's this one. You just gotta listen to it, you know, because the guys, you gotta understand, like, this type of lobby is problematic. It would never exist. You know, the fact that he's using these expletives, they're name calling each other, you know, but it's just a bunch of kids being fucking
Well, it does
kids.
exist still, but
No.
it's isolated. It's not the norm anymore. Like, and once you hear it,
Yeah.
the person will get reported, and they'll get sent to the other matchmaking queue, or it's other people being assholes to each other.
And that's the problem, because we keep pacifying the community. We keep like bullies need to come back. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I understand there was this whole camp, like, bring back the bullies. Like, yo, y'all gotta
Bring
fight
back
back.
the gatekeepers.
You know, I used to get bullied too. I used to get bullied too when I was a kid. I had to learn how to fight. I had to learn how to fight.
You have to wipe the mud off your face and get back up.
Yeah, you know, like, I don't understand why people find everything so offensive in the gaming community. When I'm in a lobby, I try to offer an opinion. You know, people see it as problematic. You know, they might report me. You know, why is that? Why did we create this hostile gaming environment? Is this true? No, let me finish. Is this a result of what happened with Gamergate, that they felt that they had to do a cleanup within the community, you know, and they had to create this new law, and we had these new overlords that were put in place, and they overwatch everything that's being done within the gaming community? This is why everything is shit now? You know, what's going on here? You know, I know I'm meaning with it, you know, but it's like, how do we stray so far away from the point of playing fucking games?
Funny. It's funny because the toxic gamer now has become like a buzzword for the type of
which I don't understand.
Type of person that you want to like blame for whatever you want to blame. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, oh, it's the toxic gamer, and then, you know, everyone who's played an online game has encountered, you know, some person that's, you know, screaming at the top of their lungs or like just pissed off at whatever. Like, I've been that person before. You know, screaming. My mom is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know." You know, but it's like a buzzword that you just, you know, you tack on and you just instantly blame somebody. Oh, you're a toxic gamer because X and Y, even though, you know, might not be relevant to whatever conversation is being had. It's just like,
define toxic gamer. What's a toxic gamer? I never understood that word.
That's the thing, it's a buzzword, so it means whatever you want it to mean at this point. It's an all-encompassing word for anyone I don't like in video game.
And why is it that exists in this online era that didn't exist back then in the arcade era?
Well, there wasn't a buzzword for it. You know, it'd be like, you know, that guy's an asshole, or that guy won't shut up. Or, you know, that's why buzzwords, like, they become meaningless eventually because everything gets lumped into it. It's like, oh, that guy didn't push the lane with me. He's a toxic gamer.
It's very.
Oh, that guy tried to backseat gamer me. He's a toxic gamer, and it's like, meanwhile, it's like a lot of people enjoy backseating. They're like, yes, please help me. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like, it's just, you know, it means whatever whoever's using it has like a different definition in their head, but they'll just use it and they're like, yeah, I hate those kind of people. And they're like, even though they could be talking about two different kinds of people, because they both have two different ideas of what a toxic gamer is in their head. But anyway, let me let's play some of this real quick.
Don't you guys fucking learn how to actually
It's just
fucking game and talk? Shoot a gun.
very strange to me what happened. Like, when did they find it necessary to say stop this?
Hold on, I'm playing the video now, so the viewers can hear, so they don't mistake you for the toxic gamer that you are.
Riot Shield! I'm a pussy that use Riot Shield!
Oh, gamer words. There's the gamer words, but I think it's muffled enough that hopefully YouTube won't catch it. Oh boy. Alright, we'll play a little bit more. Hopefully nothing else gets said. I'll just keep pausing, so it's yum yum yum.
Yum.
I called him a bag. Jeez, that guy's not a bag. He's a nice man. I guess we get the idea. I don't want to ruin this video's chances of seeing some new eyeballs.
Well,
especially at the end. We're at the end of the video. We might as well play it safe.
Yeah, that type of environment would never exist again. Like, that's gone. That arcade jock-like environment is never going to exist again. You know, that level of testosterone, where everybody's just screaming at each other, the boys just being boys, that doesn't exist no more. We now have to take into consideration that they may be a girl gamer in the room. And there's sometimes I remember there were certain girl gamers and they were like, shoot the shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what you guys are talking about. I'm just going to mute you. You know? Like, you know, that was pretty much it, you know?
Yeah. Like, as long as I can mute somebody, like, I don't really care. I don't want to take away their ability to play the game or speak.
Yeah,
like, if they're bothering me, I'm
going
to mute them. Yeah. And that's part of the counter argument for me is that, yeah, people are going to be, you know, assholes in the game, and I necessarily don't really want to deal with it. Like, if it's funny in the moment, I'll let it rock. But a lot of the times these people, they're not funny. They're just really angry. You know, they're screaming at me for whatever they think that I did that's annoying them at the moment. And I'm just like, you know what, dude? I don't know what your problem is, but we got to do this, you know, objective in the game. So if you could just chill out, you know, we'll get this done. And, you know, they might say, all right, man. Or they might continue, at which point I just mute them. I'm like, well, that's a lost cause. I hope I can win this game despite this guy being very obnoxious.
Yeah, you just move on with your day. That's it. You know? Gotta ban the guy and all this other stuff. He already paid for the game.
Send him to gamer jail and blah blah blah.
And I hate that they ban you and then they force you to buy the game again. You have to spend another $60 under another account.
But it's funny because I used to get really heated on Dota. I used to get into screaming bits, and call people, you know, regarded, and I used to go a little. I used to get a little heated, and you know, because I was the type of person who wanted to win. I was feeling competitive a lot of the time in that game. And a lot of the times people were more like, you know, they just wanted to hang out, relax, you know, do whatever. They didn't really care. And I'm there, you know, and it's in conflict, like that image, you know, before, you know, our personalities are in conflict and we're like trapped in the same matchmaking pool, like being forced to operate by the same rules. And like they necessarily don't want to, like, you know, try hard. And, you know, I might want to.
Yeah. That's it, you know. Gotta compensate everybody, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't even know what I'm compensating at this point.
Everyone's supposed to behave the same and want the same things. It seems odd. Like it's counterintuitive. Like even, you know, the Magic the Gathering guy, Richard Garfield. You know, he has spoken about, you know, gaming motivations in Magic the Gathering too. Like there's some people who want to like invent cool strategies. And there's some people who want to like be the best and they don't really want to invent the strategies, but they want to use those strategies that are invented and the ones that are good to win, you know? And those two motivations, they don't align with each other. but they both of those people, have their feelings about the game and will play the game in that way that they want to. Nowadays, it's not really the case. I'll hop on Fortnite and it's just like, whatever. And I guess that's the appeal of Fortnite, where it's just you and your friends rather than like you and like 8 other people or whatever. So I guess it's kind of smoothed out the edges, maybe. Because, I don't really care if I get to the top, if I'm like number 1 in the match. I'll just play and shoot people and have fun with my friends. Meanwhile, you have like 3 other people and they're like, oh, we gotta get this objective, go here, we gotta loot this, kill this team right now, we gotta kill them now, we gotta take this, blah, 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 blah. And they're being very organized. And, the other people don't really care. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Oh, those guys were sweaty. Why they're so sweaty? And they might get mad, but at the end of the day, they don't really care too much. It's not affecting them as much, I guess. They might blame the matchmaking. But yeah, any final thoughts for the fine viewers?
This was a terrible episode, guys. I don't know what direction.
No direction. That's the title of this video.
It was a terrible episode.
So are you? I don't mean to get into. We're still recording. I'm gonna ask a personal question. Are you more free on Wednesdays, or like you don't work or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I normally don't work Wednesdays, so I think we should just do it Wednesdays from now on, instead of me and you both struggling to get home, like sweating, and like trying to do a show after.
I'm fine with doing them on Monday. I never cared.
Mondays I work Mondays. Tuesdays I usually work Tuesdays. Wednesdays I haven't really had Wednesdays that much. But yeah, anyway, gonna end it here. Any other final words for the nice people?
That was a gay question to
I'm
ask.
sorry. I'll make it better. Hold on.
Learn some footsies, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. That random shit, bro.
Well, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, guys.
Take it easy, everybody. Yeah, I love this episode. Thank you. You're right. What I do?